Hello everyone and welcome to What Am I Watching? My name is Falcon and today we're talking about Iron Lung. I was not expecting to like this movie as much as I did when I walked out of the theater. I didn't just like it. I loved it. Cosmic horror is hard, and eldritch horror is even harder, because if you explain too much, it stops being scary. If you show too much, it becomes a monster flick, and if you rush it, it feels like getting hit in the face by a speeding car labeled lore. Iron Lung doesn't do that. Instead, it lets horror seep in slowly, through silence, through darkness and implication, and through a man realizing that the universe doesn't care, and neither do the people who sent it there. And somehow, Markiplier, you pull this off. Mark, you have so many better things to be doing than watching a video on a small YouTube channel like mine. But if by some chance you are here watching this, I want to thank you for this passion project that you created, that you finished, that is out in the world and making so many people happy. Mark, I want to give you a hug. I want to find out where you live. I want to come in and give you a hug. It doesn't matter if you're asleep. In fact, I could get a longer hug if you were. Don't file a restraining order. Where was I? The universe of Iron Lung doesn't open with spectacle. There's no big explosion, no epic collapse, just the aftermath of the event known as the Quiet Rapture, where planets and stars just vanished. The universe doesn't scream. It doesn't fight. It just leaves. What remains are a few space stations and a couple moons. And disturbingly, these moons have oceans of blood, which immediately tells you this isn't a universe that wants to be understood. Markiplier plays a convict lowered into one of these oceans in a welded steel submarine. His deal is simple. Complete the mission. Get your freedom. And throughout the movie, he keeps asking the same question. When I'm done with this, I get my freedom, right? And every time the answer is vague, non-committal, carefully worded, not no, but never yes. That's important. We'll come back to it later. Because Iron Lung understands something crucial about Lovecraftian and cosmic horror. The terror isn't the monster. It's the uncertainty. The submarine in this film is not a vehicle. It's a coffin with dials. He can't see outside. He can't even open the window. Navigation is done through a crude grid system, like chess, except every move might be fatal. The map is incomplete, outdated, possibly wrong. Which means from the very start, the movie's telling you something quietly. No one has ever been in control down here. This is where Iron Lung shines. The eldritch horror isn't shoved in your face, it's hinted at. He hears roars, screams, sees movement on proximity sensors, finds what he believes to be a massive skeleton only to realize later it was never dead. The film feeds you this information slowly. You're expected to notice things, to connect the dots, to sit with discomfort. That's cosmic horror. Not fear of death. Fear of not understanding what you're dealing with. Early on in the film, Mark tries to get the attention of some people using the submarine's camera. What he doesn't know is that it uses X-ray radiation. He doesn't know it'll irradiate the crew nearby. He's just desperate. The response? They throw him back down immediately. No oxygen refill, no water, because unsealing the welded sub would take too much time. It's an inconvenience. Later, when he apologizes, the mission leader responds with one of the coldest lines in the entire movie. You can apologize to my tumors. And right there, Iron Lung shifts gears. Because this is no longer about survival versus death. It's about what people are willing to sacrifice in the face of real horror. This movie is about belief. Mark's character originally belonged to a faction that accepted the quiet rapture. They didn't worship death. They didn't seek it. They accepted the inevitable. The faction that imprisoned him belongs to the opposite. Humanity must survive at any cost. Ironically, at the beginning of the movie, Mark seems a little closer to this second group. He wants to live, no matter how awful life is, no matter how hard the struggle. He wants to live, no matter how awful that life may be. At one point, he begs to be put back in prison. He would rather rot in a cell until he dies naturally than risk this mission. That's not cowardice, that's desperation. As the movie progresses, something changes. He learns he wasn't the first. He finds the abandoned sub. He listens to a black box recording. He realizes the mission was always a death sentence. Just a death sentence with extra steps. And yet, at the end, when the mission leader finally understands him, when mutual respect forms, he asks again, "When I'm done with this, I get my freedom, right?" And for the first time, she answers clearly, "Yes, you get your freedom." And by then, it doesn't matter, because Mark's character has changed. He no longer wants freedom at any cost. He no longer wants survival without meaning. He accepts death, not inviting it, not welcoming it, but accepting it as part of existence. This is maturity in storytelling. Yes, he saves the black box, wraps it in a life vest, and ensures the information will survive even if he doesn't. His body is already failing. Growths have appeared. Something is changing in him. There is no escape. Only choice. And when he chooses others over himself, that's quite a powerful ending. Iron Lung isn't scary because of eldritch monsters. It's scary because of indifference, misinformation, competing belief systems, and how people change when faced with the unknowable. It's Lovecraftian horror without an ego, cosmic horror without exposition dumps, and eldritch horror that trusts its audience. And the final credit sequence itself, faces in Polaroids floating on a river of blood. It isn't just stylish, it's a reminder. This movie was made with intention, with care, with belief and passion. Iron Lung proves that cosmic horror doesn't need a massive budget. It needs restraint, confidence, and respect for the audience. So let me know in the comments. Did Iron Lung work for you as a Lovecraftian cosmic and eldritch horror? Or would you rather see a giant tentacle slap a submarine? I want to thank you all for watching. If you've made it this far into the video, I must be doing something you're enjoying. A like and a subscription would greatly be appreciated. And I truly do want to hear from you in the comments below. I've heard a lot of people don't understand this movie or the ending. I honestly didn't find it that difficult to understand. I think people may be looking in the wrong direction. I would love to know what you think. Please, in the comments below, let me know what you thought of the movie. Did you understand it upon first watching? Are you going to watch it again? I want to thank you all one more time. And good night.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. Yeah. It's been so hard been so hard